Titled this particular short video, Little Long Shot, Hot Shot, Gary WALGAMOT. You know, looking back at the Hartner and Coates and Milton kind of small school America, it gets me to reflecting on sports and athletes in small schools and in big schools like we have here in the Yuma area. And incidentally, in Yuma, most of our away games are in Phoenix, which is, compared to Yuma, really big city. Yuma's growing, but it's got a long way to go to get to be the size of Phoenix, in the Phoenix area, in the suburbs. Well, in the small schools, the coaches, the coach, because it usually is the coach, not the coaches. The coach, you know, he watches the younger kids and he nurtures them. I think I mentioned in an earlier one, I thought God had spoken to me when he put his hand on my shoulder at the 5th or 6th grade level and said, I think I can use you on my team someday. Whew, big stuff. But whether the coach has spotted you or not, every kid in those small schools every boy wants to be on the team. Because it's, you know, the team's the big community thing. And if you're like Gary WALGAMOT, you know, he was a lower classman the first year we were there, and he hadn't had his growth spurt yet. He was a little guy. But I noticed at noon hour, when the kids would be inside because of the weather, and in the gym shooting baskets, and then in watching a few practices, that little guy could shoot with amazing accuracy from what is now the three-point line or close to it. You know, back in that day, a long shot was 2 points, just the same as any other shot. You didn't have anything that rewarded the fact that you were able to hit that basket from way out there. So Gary apparently had decided, you know, probably when he was in the 7th or 8th grade, that, hey, if I'm going to play, I've got to develop some special skills. Lots of little guys worked on special skills to catch a coach's eye. What Gary WALGAMOT had worked on was that long shot. He wasn't big enough or strong enough to be popping that ball up, and in those days it was mostly a two-handed shot. He just wasn't big enough to be putting that ball up from that range, so he'd figured it out. You take a couple of dribbles, get some momentum forward, so that part of the power comes from your drive forward, and then pop that thing on the run with your legs really under you. He was amazing. If he didn't bake the basket, it was close. Of course, he wasn't big enough to go in and get the rebound. But I did notice, when I noticed that book there, it was the second year we were there, there's Gary WALGAMOT on the first team group, second team that first year. Perfect example, though, of a boy, a would-be athlete, doing something to earn a spot. I don't remember how much he played that second year I was there. What I just do remember is that he amazed me that a little guy could shoot that ball from way out there, and if he didn't hit it, it was close. You know, he practiced hour after hour, day after day, summer, winter, fall, spring. Determination. Lots of determination, and it paid off.